Hi everyone, I just wanted to update you because I went for my consultation yesterday at the hospital group. It was at Parkway House in Northenden. Very nice. I was there for about 2 hours. I met up with the consultant's assistant and I went through a medical questionnaire like very thoroughly and then had an appointment with the actual consultant's assistant, and then after her I met the lady that I've been speaking to over the phone a lot, called Julie, who's like the advisor, and she is so lovely, and it was lovely to meet her in actual person as well. So I just wanted to go through sort of what happened yesterday basically, so I've made a little list. So yeah, we got there, my appointment was at 12, so we got there a little bit early. I started filling out the medical questionnaire, so they asked me all about obviously medical history and things like that, and my doctor, and like you have to tick off anything that you've ever had, all these illnesses and things like that, so I did all that. And then I went in with the consultant assistant, and she was asking me lots of questions. She was nice, but she was very sort of, I felt like a bit rushed by her. She sort of just said like this, which is obviously what she's there for, but she was a little bit sort of stern because I am technically, for such an obese person, technically sort of healthy-ish, as in I don't have diabetes, I don't have high blood pressure, sorry, I just got to move the camera. I don't have sort of, I've got PCOS but not extreme at the moment, like, and as for any sort of obesity related illnesses, I haven't really got anything. So she was telling me how lucky I was, and that her words were that I'm a ticking time bomb and I'm lucky that I haven't had a stroke yet, and I probably will have one, and I'll have type 2 diabetes very soon and stuff. So although yeah, it is true, it was, even though I know it as well, obviously I know it, it was just a bit of a shock how she said it. So I was a bit like, oh, at first. But then after her I went in to see Julie, and she was just so lovely, and she's had the surgery herself, so she was going through properly details of sort of in a very professional way, but saying sort of it in a more down-to-earth way, if you get me. She's funny. So yeah, like, let me just check my list, sorry. I tend to just waffle on, as you probably know. So I got weighed there as well, and what I'm not happy with is I got weighed at the doctor's when I went for my nurse and the medical with my nurse, and she clearly did not do it right because I'm a lot heavier. So yeah, that wasn't very good, but you know, at least I've got it right now. And she did my height, and obviously I've said about the medical. So we talked about the actual hospital, and oh my god, it looks so nice. Like, I have never ever had anything private done before. I've always been on the NHS, and I'm not knocking the NHS. It's very, very good for people, you know, and I've never really had any problems. They've always done me very well, but this hospital, it's like a 5-star hotel. Like, wow. Like, the room is en suite, and it's got Wi-Fi and a TV in it and things like that. I was like, wow. Yeah, easily amused, sorry. So we went in detail about the surgery, which I kind of knew already, because obviously I've done a lot of research. Sorry, camera again. We've done a lot of research, but it's kind of changing, and it was very much up to date. So I've booked a date. So yeah, I will be having my surgery on the 7th of October. Today's date is the 23rd of July 2015, and I'll be having it on the 7th of October 2015. Yeah, it's still all surreal. Oh god, I can't wait. I'm so happy. I could have had it a lot sooner, but I wanted sort of time to come to terms with it, to tell friends properly, and also, although I am sort of healthy, quotation marks, I'm gonna do a lot longer pre-op diet and just get my body really ready for such major surgery, because although they did tell me that I am extremely low risk, which was a massive relief, obviously the healthier you are going in for surgery the better. Sorry, this filming is terrible. I have to keep moving the camera, my arm's getting tired. Yeah, so where am I at now? Sorry, check the list again. Yeah, so I have to go in on the 6th of October for the actual surgery, and you have a pre-op a week before surgery, so I'm not sure which date that will be. So that's to do a full medical. They do an ECG, they do a breathing test because I have asthma, so they do like a peak flow. Not sure what else they do. And then on the 6th of October is an actual date that I'll be going into hospital, because you have to go in the day before the operation. And they put an IV in and they give you blood thinners, and they also give you this ghastly thing called a bowel prep, which I've heard before. It's a lemony drink that basically makes you void all your bowels, which sounds lovely. Needs must. Oh god. Yeah, so it's a good job I'm on sweet, because basically apparently you just sit on the toilet for hours and hours and get rid of everything in your stomach and your intestines, which sounds disgusting, but again, needs must. So that's on the 6th, which is actually my best friend's birthday, and I feel really guilty, but bless her, yeah, she is more than happy. She knows that it's really important, and yeah, she's very, very happy for me. So yeah. And then my operation will be on the 7th, and then they do the operation, and you spend like 2 days after the operation in hospital. So they said that I should be released on the 9th of October to go home. I'm not sure how I'm going to get home yet, because obviously it's in Leeds and I live in Stockport in Manchester, so it's quite a fair way. My boyfriend will be going with me. He'll be coming up with me on the 6th, and then he's going to stay in a hotel while I'm there, because it's lovely. So he's staying all the time that I'll be in hospital, so he'll come and see me as much as he can in hospital, which just makes me feel a lot more at ease. We've already booked that already. So prepared. And what else? So that was mainly yesterday. So I've been given loads of emails, like all the information. I got given a booklet as well, which I've not even read yet, because it was only yesterday, so I've not even read it all yet. So as I find out more information and anything that I think like I should record, I will do. I'll make new videos and things, but as of that's about it from yesterday. And then today I've had a nutritionalist appointment. It was just a telephone appointment, but she was lovely. She went through all the diet that I'm on at the moment, because I have been eating very, very well since, sorry, let me just get the date, since about the 13th of June 2015. So it's not been that long, but I've been on, I have a Samsung mobile, and there's a thing called S Health. And honestly, I would really advise you to use it if you've got a Samsung. It's very good. So you track all your calories, your protein, your carbs, your fats that you're intaking. It also does all your steps, like all the movement that you're doing. You can do sort of sleep patterns as well, which I've not done. Could do running and things like that. It does your heart beats per minute thing, and you can type in your weight and your blood pressure, and it tells you all. It's really good, basically. So I'm not explaining it very well, but I've been using that since about Friday the 17th, so obviously only a few days, but yeah, I'm going to start doing that. So I've been doing that every day, so I'm going to carry on doing that. Yeah, and so the nutritionalist she went through my diet and she said it was very healthy, but from 4 weeks before the surgery I'll have to go on a post-op diet, which she sent me, and I've picked, there was 3 choices and everything is in it. Every food that you can eat or can't eat is in it. It's so detailed, it's fantastic. So that was so easy. I've picked one that is literally just like what I'm eating now. It's just slightly less calories. At the moment I'm on around 1,600. Sometimes it's 1,300, sometimes it's like 1,008, 1,009, you know, if it's high, but it's averaging out about that. And it will go down to about 1,000 calories, which is obviously very, very low. But it's only to shrink my liver, and it is a crash diet, so I wouldn't advise anyone to actually do it if they're not having weight loss surgery. It is an extreme diet just so it shrinks my liver, so it's better for surgery, so the liver is not in the way, because the liver can rupture, it can hemorrhage very easily and things like that during surgery, and it can actually get cancelled if you don't do it. Or if you've not done your diet properly, they go in, and instead of having the gastric bypass, which is what I want, the RnY, sometimes they'll do the sleeve and you still have to pay the same amount. So I was like, yeah, don't do that to me, because I will not be happy, because I'm not doing the surgery because I overeat. I'm doing the surgery because I need the RnY, as I have PCOS and I create insulin no matter what I eat. So obviously it is about intake, but I can literally live off barely any food, but still, I normally maintain. I don't normally put on weight, but I can never lose a lot of weight. So that is why I have specifically picked the RnY surgery. So yeah, I've got all that in the email. I've started making a blog in a little booklet, so it has like all the sort of dates that have been really important, and then it has like my starting weight and things. I'm going to do all my measurements today as well, because I thought that might be helpful, because I'm not weighing myself. So I got weighed yesterday, and that'll be it then until they weigh me again. I'm not doing it. I don't even own scales. But even if I did, I just think that psychologically, I think it's not very good. I think it's quite damaging to weigh yourself a lot, especially like some people, you get addicted, don't you? You do it once a day or once a week and stuff, and I just think it's not for me. I've got all my pre-op diet in here as well, the one that I picked, and it's all the foods that I can eat and all the grams and things, because you have to weigh everything really specifically, which I do anyway, so that's easy for me. There was other options of the diet, like meal replacement liquids, like shakes, you know, meal replacement shakes and meal replacement soups and things, but I could do that. But I found that this diet that I've picked is so similar to the one that I'm actually doing already that I thought it'll be such easy transition to just lower the calories. So that's just personal preference, obviously. I've got another nutritionalist appointment on the 3rd of September, and that'll be when I start the major pre-op diet. So that'll be the one that I'm talking about now. Even though I'm doing it still now, my calories are just a little bit higher than the pre-op diet. So I'm just going to carry on as I am now. And then from the latest, the 3rd, I'm going to be really strict. Even stricter than I am now. And yeah. And then I've got, actually, she sent me all the post-op diets as well. So I can have a look at them. And there's even recipes and everything. They are so thorough. Honestly, it's been so quick. And the information is, although they tell you everything, obviously sometimes it's quite hard to take it all in. Well, they have it all in emails, all written down. I can phone Julie when I want, or text her, and she's just amazing. But I don't feel pressured at all. I don't feel swamped with information or anything. I'm a bit of a geek where I love loads of information. I love it. I love like learning and I love everything, so the more information for me the better. I feel more at ease when I know like everything, even if it's bad. I love it. So I feel really good with that. What else? Sorry, it's just so long. I was expecting to do just like a short little video as before, but it's turned out to be quite long now. I'm just going through my list, sorry. I think that's about everything up to now. So the next step is hearing from the hospital, which could be any day. So they've got my phone number and they'll phone me. And also I'll get all the information through the post as well. So that might be next week maybe. And then yeah, I think that's it. So that's it for now, and then in a few weeks when I get more information I'll probably do another video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.